Long before a successful career on the air and radio, as a young girl, Bobbi was mock announcing TV/radio commercials and outdoor billboards to anyone who would listen. Calling a need for attention as one of 9 kids, or a born performer, she is still most comfortable behind the mic. After growing up in the Licata School District and on the air at the school's radio station WLHS, Bobbi graduated Licata and briefly attended Miami University. After catching the radio bug, she decided to move to Las Vegas after unable to secure a job in Ohio. Bobbi worked there for 2 years on the air at Top 40 and adult contemporary stations before returning back to the Midwest. The next few decades were spent on the air at a few of Southwest Ohio's top radio stations, including WTUE, Q102, Wink, and Warm 98. Along the way, she picked up radio production experience, programming, and music director responsibilities. But the thrill of voice radio/TV commercials was her passion, and in 2016, she turned off the mic and radio and started her own voiceover business in her home studio. What started as a desire to voice commercials has bloomed into a multi-genre business. You'll hear her characters on animated movies, business narrations, message on hold, apps, podcasts, and much more. From the fictitious recordings of commercials in her youth to a worldwide business venture, Bobbi has proved that dreams, hard work, and commitment do pay off.
Does everybody hear that? Hello, and thanks for having me here at the high school. My cousin, actually, Bev, stand up, is one of the aides here, and she invited me, and then Mr. Edwards, of course, took it from there. So I'm glad to be a part of your senior career day informational, whatever we call these. Does anybody know exactly what they want to do when you graduate? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Good. You got a lot of time left. The hands are still going up. You'll probably change your mind again, too. How many of you have been in the drama club? Do you have a drama club here at Goshen? Okay, cool. How many of you are into sports? A few people. Anybody like to do gaming at home on your computer? Oh, yeah. Do you watch Rick and Morty ever? Yeah, okay. Any of you like a travel buff that you really like to do traveling or go to cool places? Or some of you into math or maybe finance? He's raising his hand on everything. How about for the ladies? Are you into makeup or home decorating, stuff like that? All of these professions affect my job as a voice actor. Because there's so many different genres of voiceover. And that's what I love about my job. And the cool thing about it is you guys can do it too. You can do it as early as this age if you want to. Matter of fact, young male voices are the highest in demand for the voiceover business right now. So if you think you have great chops, or you've always wanted to, work in a microphone or stay at home and work in your pajamas from a studio, you can do it. I started in radio broadcasting, as the introduction said. I went to Lakota High School up in Westchester, and we had a radio station. Do you guys have a radio station at Goshen? No? Okay. A few of them do around the city, and they're just great because it gets you right when you're most excited about something different. And for me, it was an easy A, to be honest, when I took it in my junior year, and now I'm doing it all these years later. But I started in radio broadcasting. Went to Miami University to study communications. Did not graduate. That's my one regret in life, is that I didn't graduate college. I could do it again, absolutely. I could have used that degree in so many more aspects of my career. But I did move to Las Vegas to get a job, my first in radio. Stayed out there for a few years, just kind of honed my skills, and then came back to Cincinnati. And as in the introduction said, I don't know if most of you could hear it, worked at WTUE in Dayton, KRQ, Q102, Wink for a while, and the past, I don't know how many years, Warm 98. And then I left that business just about 2 years ago to do voiceover. The reason I left radio is it's changed. It was still fun, and I love music, have always loved music, but I wanted to be my own boss. And I wanted to expand upon my vocal abilities. So I just kind of took that leap of faith. My husband built my studio in our basement and just started auditioning. I had been auditioning during my radio years, but not nearly as much as when I actually started doing this solo. And that's what I do every day. I get up, sometimes in my pajamas, go to the studio, and just start auditioning. And then some jobs will come in, I'll work on those jobs, and then if I'm not doing auditioning or the actual paid jobs, I'm usually marketing, or I'm coaching, or teaching. I have a young student who actually is in the Milford School District. He's only 10 years old, and he has such promise for this business, and he's been coming to my studio and auditioning for some jobs, and he's really good. So I will take students like that and just kind of coach them into what I wish I had known earlier in my career. I want to, right now, before I go any further, does anybody want to be my guinea pig or guinea pigs? You're going to be reading a commercial or a script. I knew the guy in the blue would. Come on up. Anybody else? I'd like to get a few of you. Okay, come on up. And what's your name? Liam, you're going to read that script for the TV show called Arrow on the CW. Have you ever watched it? Okay. I need a female. How about a female? One, please? Okay, come on up. Thank you. And you might ask, well, I get these guys, and you guys are just going to practice your script. You can go back in the corner if you want, or do whatever. You're going to practice while I continue to talk, okay? Okay, she's got Modern Family, CBS. Just go back and practice it like you're gonna do it loud to the crowd. You might ask, how do you get into this business other than taking a communications course in college, or go to the Ohio Center for Broadcasting, or take a communications course in Ohio University is one of the best communications programs in the whole Midwest, if any of you are considering doing that. Does anybody actually would want to do something like this? What if you could announce NFL games? Would you want to do it, guys? How cool would that be, huh? What if you wanted to be in animation and you could be the voice of a little squirrel? Do you ever make funny voices? Ladies, what if you had your own podcast and you did makeup tutorials, or you did like travel pieces where you get to fly off to exotic locations and with a camera crew and take them along with you? These are all part of voiceover. So it's not just sitting in your basement studio in your pajamas auditioning for commercials. There's so much more to it. A couple of other things that you could do. Real estate. I do home tours. So the video's playing on the web, and then you'll hear my voice in the background. What else do I do? Oh, I just did this past week, I was hired. How many of you ever watched Downton Abbey? Lady Mary is one of the main characters in Downton Abbey. And it was a credit company that is doing a parody of Downton Abbey where their finances have been hacked. And it's called Downton Abbey. So they did an audition all around the world for the characters in Downton Abbey. And I do a British accent. So I auditioned for Lady Mary and I won the part. And we just recorded a couple of days ago. All of us were on Skype together and we recorded it. It was the Dowager, who was the mother, the grandmother or whatever. There was the Lord of Downton Abbey, and we all recorded the commercial together, and it was amazing because there were people from the UK in there. There was other people from other countries around the world. So you emulated that character, and I wish you could see this. I'm not going to be able to play it for you, but if you want to see it, it's called moneytips.com. And it's amazing. It's a really funny piece that they came up with where we were doing the parody of Downton Abbey. But to get into this, there are a couple of websites out there. Actually, there's more and more every year, it seems like, where you can go on as a talent and you audition for anything and everything. But you have to have a demo first. And to get a demo, you've got to either have someone you know who's in the business make one for you, have a radio station make one for you. If you're really good at home, you can make your own demo to start off too. And you just put your demos up on the site. You pay like a yearly fee to get those auditions, which I do. Voices.com is one, and Voice123 is another big one. And it's like $300, $400 a year, but you can make that back in one job. So it's so worth it. But like I said, students your age and into your 20s and early 30s are the hot voices right now. So if there's any interest in it, I would definitely check it out. Go to those websites. I can give all the information here. Or you can go to my website and look at the different voices that I do and some of the jobs that I've got. Okay, how many of you have seen the TV show Arrow on the CW? All right. Liam is going to take this. All right. This is Liam for the CW and Arrow. Take one.
You can hide behind the mask. You can hide from the truth. You can hide from the past, but you can't hide from yourself. Arrow, all new, Wednesdays, 8/7 Central on the CW.
Nice. Very nice. He rocked it. Okay, I'm going to give you a little bit of criticism here. Slow down. This is like really think to yourself, danger at the beginning. Don't say it, but think danger. And so you're going to want to go, you can hide behind the mask. And slow it down and put emphasis into each of those lines. And then at the end, you quick it up just a little bit and say, Arrow, all new, Wednesdays, 8/7 Central. Okay? So especially this part right here, take your time between the lines and put some emotion into it. Take two, CW Arrow.
You can hide behind the mask. You can hide from the truth. You can hide from the past, but you can't hide from yourself. Arrow, all new, Wednesdays, 8/7 Central on the CW.
Very good. Big difference. Oh, I didn't know I did your announcements. You have a career in this, you know. If you want to talk to me later, if you want to check it out. Okay, and now for our female. Okay, Jessica is doing Modern Family from ABC. Definitely seen that, haven't you? Okay. And in between, these are all TV, except for Logan's, these two have been TV commercials, and you can really make some good money in those because they're network promos. And every time they get used again, you get your union, so you get paid each time that they run. So that's when you really want these jobs. Okay, this is, let me start it up here. Okay, Jessica for ABC's Modern Family, take one.
Wednesday, it's a Valentine's as only Modern Family can do it, with Elizabeth Banks, so share the love. All new Modern Family Wednesday on ABC.
All right, good job. Okay, once again, slow it down. And I want you to be very excited about this. Think about the show Modern Family. It's comedy, you know, and think about the characters. They're very out there. And that's what you're going to be. It's more of a Wednesday. It's a Valentine's as only Modern Family can do it. Okay, like that. And then you're going to pause because in between those they're going to actually, you've probably seen the promos where they put the scenes of the show in between where she speaks. Okay, so let's do a second take here. Think enthusiastic. Think time between it and slow down. And take two, Jessica, ABC's Modern Family.
Wednesday, it's a Valentine's as only Modern Family can do it, with Elizabeth Banks, so share the love. All new Modern Family Wednesday on ABC.
Much better. That's the way you do it. Thank you so much. Okay, do you guys have any questions for me about this particular career choice? Nothing? Okay. I can. Let me see if I can go to my website. Are we doing okay with time, Mr. Ed?
Got about 5-10.
Okay. All right. This is my website, and here, take this out. This is my commercial demo that I send out for auditions. You do a custom demo, which they just did, and then you also give them your generic demo, which kind of gives a range of your voice. Okay. Hopefully this will work.
Toddlers see things a bit differently, thanks to Pampers Easy Apps. Well, they see their first underwear. Easy way to potty train.
You guys can't hear
The
that, can you?
lowest prices of the season on women's tees, just $4.99. Plus the big one bath towel is just $2. Toddlers see things a bit differently, thanks to Pampers Easy Apps. While they see their first underwear, you see an easy way to potty train. Get the lowest prices of the season on women's tees, just $4.99. Plus the big one bath towel is just $2.99. Wednesday through Sunday at Kohl's. The compact Lincoln MKC with a healthy sense of exhilaration, a cabin as a sanctuary, and a lane-keeping system that helps keep you on track. My husband, I love him, but he always does things the hard way. So I'll let my husband do things the hard way. I'll do things the Albertson Save-On way. This is Rose. She owns a bakery, so she needed not just any communications provider. Now Rose has more than enough internet speed to keep up with sales and advanced phone features to keep up with her, which suits her different perfectly.
Okay, that is my, whoa, hello. That's my demo. So did I burst your eardrum? Sorry about that. I want to play this other one for you. This is an animation piece that I did for a movie called Zoo Wars. It just came out, or it's about to come out. I can't remember. So it's kind of like Disney, you know, animation, Aladdin, you know, all their other things. This is called Zoo Wars, and I play the role of a pink elephant princess. It keeps stopping on me.
In the fur, Your Highness. And so, we meet at last, you evil little rodent. A great and long overdue displeasure, don't you find?
Why do you hate the nice side so much?
If you must know, because...
Okay, you get the idea. Sorry. That's animation. And once again, it's going to keep playing now. In voiceover, you can do commercial, radio, television. You can do business narration, which is like the top thing for auditioning, because everybody that has a business wants a website. And you can do animation. You can do gaming. You can do on-hold messaging, and so much more. So if you guys have any questions, you can email me. If anybody wants a pen, I brought some pens. And if you have any interest in doing this, I would be glad to talk to you. But thanks for having me here at your career day, and best of luck to everybody in your future ahead.